Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Review for November 22nd, 2019. The Federalist reports 10 top highlights from the 5th Democratic debate. The 5th round of Democratic debates took place in Atlanta, Georgia on Wednesday night. This debate showcased 10 candidates and, finally, the fights and one-liners America has been waiting for. Number 1. Booker calls Biden high for opposing marijuana legalization. Booker took a shot at Biden's stance against the federal legalization of marijuana. He said, "This week I hear Biden literally say that I don't think we should legalize marijuana. I thought you might have been high when you said it." Number 2. Kamala Harris tries to romp with Tulsi Gabbard, but fails. Harris attempted to attack Gabbard by saying Gabbard spent all her time before running for president trying to buddy up with Republicans. The problem is, Harris started attacking Gabbard's bipartisan record right before she claimed to be a unifying figure. Number 3. Biden says, "I don't need a lecture from Tom Steyer on climate change." Steyer made a case for climate change the number one issue in his campaign, but Biden was not keen on being virtue signaled by a man who built coal mines. Biden said, "I don't really need a lecture from my friend. While I was passing the first climate change bill, my friend was producing more coal mines and produced more coal around the world." Number 4. Elizabeth Warren doesn't need pro-life Democrats. When asked whether she thinks there is a place for pro-life Democrats in the Democratic Party, Warren essentially responded no. Warren went on to say, quote, "I believe that abortion rights are human rights. I believe that they are also economic rights, and protecting the right of a woman to be able to make decisions about her own body is fundamentally what we do and what we stand for as a Democratic Party." You can read the remaining 6 items on the list by clicking on the link in the description below. An article from The Hill states, top GOP senator, drug pricing action unlikely before end of the year. Senator John Thune, the Senate's number 2 Republican, said Tuesday that it is unlikely the Senate will pass legislation to lower drug prices before the end of the year. Thune told reporters on Tuesday, quote, "I think it would be triumph of hope over experience to think that we could get it done before the end of the year, but there's a lot of interest in doing something on drug pricing." Lowering drug prices has been seen as a rare possible area of bipartisan accomplishment, but the effort is running into obstacles and a range of competing plans. Thune also appeared to blame the House impeachment inquiry into President Trump for moving slowly on drug pricing legislation, saying that, quote, "Because of all the other stuff that's happening around here and the partisan atmosphere, it's getting left on the cutting room floor." The path forward on the issue remains in doubt, despite the focus from lawmakers in both parties and the rhetoric from President Trump, who has railed against high drug prices. Thune went on to say, "We'll see if there are some elements of the ideas that are out there that could get bipartisan support." And finally, the Washington Examiner reports, opposition to Trump impeachment jumps 10% among independents in new poll. More independents oppose the impeachment proceedings against President Trump than support them, according to a recent poll conducted after the beginning of the public testimony. A Morning Consult Politico poll released Tuesday said 47% of independents oppose the current impeachment inquiry, while only 40% of independents support impeachment. The poll represents a 10% drop in support among independents for the impeachment. Overall, opposition increased to 45%, while support for impeachment dropped from 50% to 48%. The decrease in support follows the start of the second week of testimony by impeachment witnesses. House Democrats opened the impeachment proceedings against Trump, claiming he threatened to withhold aid from the Ukrainian government if they did not investigate former Vice President Joe Biden. The poll was taken by 1,994 United States voters between November 15th and November 17th. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Review for November 22nd, 2019. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.